Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my small updates on the Apple Clicker kind of game that I'm working on based on a lot of your really cool and amazing comments. So just before we get completely started, the game is still nowhere close to being done, still super early stage. So please keep that in mind as I go through the current state of the game. In the description there should be a link to a Dropbox, and that should give you a folder with the files I have down here. So that's down there. And if you download and double click the Apple Clicker 0007 APK file, you may need to actually delete the old game. And the game is getting large. We're talking 31 megabytes now, but that's because I'm not really focusing on optimizing the size right now, more developing. Gonna get it smaller, or at least get more value for the megabytes later on. So anyway, once you have it down and you have BlueStacks up and running, you double click it and boom, the game installs. So come on, show yourself. No? Well, normally it just starts itself, but perhaps it's gonna need a little bit of help today. So anyway, let's go through some of the changes, at least the ones that I can remember having made. I have prepared for a more real menu system at the bottom of the game, and what that means is that we now have something that looks like buttons, and these buttons obviously do something. Every one of them besides the one that says then, and it is something that I'm working on, that I just wanted to briefly touch before going too much into the game. Just gonna be grabbing a few extra apples here. So that's the apples menu, gives you the apples per second upgrade kind of thing. It could be called anything, it's just I was getting tired of the other stuff. So what I am working on for the then menu is that right now you can have unlimited pets, and I like that idea. I like unlimited, but I also like being allowed to earn myself the option to have more and better stuff. So what that means is that I want to make the game so that you can have a limited amount of pets from the start, like 3. And then you need to upgrade or add a den. This could be anything, guys. This is just the stuff I've been working on. So the first time you would get something like some kind of an abandoned tower or something, and that would give you something like 5, 10, any kind of additional pets that you can buy. And with each upgrade you kind of change the scenery of the game. So this is just what I had in mind right now. So a handful of upgrades, and I'm thinking you should be allowed to have something like 250 pets in the end of this, and of course it should get increasingly expensive to buy these upgrades. I want to start working into affecting the game scenery more with the upgrades, besides having all these things flying around. But so this is one step in that direction. So that was a little something of what I have been working on. If we look at, just gonna grab this because I know I'm going to need this Apple income very shortly when we get a little deeper into the game. So it's still running in speed mode. We're getting money relatively fast, at least I think so. The apple tree, the watering, the clicking, all that stuff is working as it has been doing so far. So nothing new under the apple tree there. Yeah, I'm freaking funny. Next new thing here, the pets purchase option now has the amount shown above the button. I'm not sure if this is how it's gonna be. It's just I'm trying to structure things just a little bit. And what happens when you tap here is that you get this now fixed, so it doesn't crash, rolling animation. We have 8 pets skins for 4 different types of pets, and they now give you a unique value based on how rare they are. So the bats are the most common ones, and they don't really give you much, but that is what you have the highest chance of getting. I want to look into making, yeah, there is some like buggy movement on the bats that fly. I know that, and it's gonna be fixed, but this is like end of today's development, so I wanted to share things the way they are. But what I was saying is that, of course, I wanted to make different types of cages you could buy, or like so you can target specific pets to buy. So you could buy like a bat cage and stuff like that, and the more expensive cases or cages or whatever would have the better pets. I also fooled around with the thought about having different sceneries, like this could be, the first scenery could be a magic forest, the next one could be like in a desert, so you have a palm tree with coconuts on or like something, and then that is where you work your mojo and you could get different types of pets related to that area, snakes, anything guys, so that pets could also be the purchase options could also be themed based on a location, but you could actually buy those pets once you unlock them in your other location. So once you had unlocked the desert, you could also buy the desert pets in your forest. So anyway, that was just another way of thinking of it. Everything is still possible, really, but let's grab a few more of these pets just to see if we can get a few different ones. I really wanted to show you the way I have made the different designs in the game for the rolling selection process kind of thing. I know I could just show you the images, but I just think this is more fun, really. So let's just get another 1 apple per second here, like so. Goody. So let's try to roll a few more of these pets. So these bats have like this standard blue thing. The basic ones give you 1 apple or 1 coin per second, and they scale slightly upwards. So this here is the Hyanther. It is the next tier of creature, meaning that it is the second worst or the third best, depending on how you look at it right now, and it gives approximately 4 or 5 times more than what the bats do. So you have a much lower chance of getting one of these, but if you do get them, obviously you are going to be rewarded with much higher earnings. The next one after that is the Rhinorilla. I'm just gonna be rolling a few here as our funds slowly build up. I do believe I decreased the price for, so there we have the Knight. 36 apples per second, 36 coins per second. That is the best Hyanther you can get right now anyway. So that is like the best tier 2 pet we now rolled into, so that was was actually freaking lucky. So my thought is that I want people to be able to get a lot of pets, but I don't want to have it flooding around, so perhaps they should go for a little more of a fly journey once they exit the screen before they enter again. But besides being cute to look at and giving some kind of bonus per second, I also wanted to do some other stuff with the pets, and I'm gonna be digging into that. I just really want to see if I can roll one of the more rare creatures before that. So money is coming in very fast now, as you can see, and nothing in terms of the game finances is balanced. It's like completely from the hip kind of financial development. So what things should cost and what they should give is something that is in no way final, just as anything else in the game, really. It is completely for testing purposes and for just making some things more rare than others, but it is something that is very easy for me to change in the script once we get a bit further. So as you can see, this Hyanther here is just 8 apples per second, and it kind of shows you how crazy pants This one is 24, so it's, but that's just coins really. I would really like to try to roll one of the more rare ones, but that's that's the main idea, and that's what I love so much about unboxing, is that you really want to go do the more rare stuff. You want to rake in something amazing, and to be honest, I'm already getting that feeling in this game right now, meaning that it's pretty much, I don't want to call it a success this early, but I'm at least hitting my own unboxing genes very nicely, so that's that's a very good start. So okay, I haven't been able to roll any of the cool things that I wanted. As you can see, none of these now have their own indicator. It's all summarized in the 96 coins per second and the 132 apples per second that come up here. Obviously I still need to make that look different. It has just not really been my focus. So I can see we can roll again, so let's try. Oh, go away, stupid Hyanther. Give me one of the good ones so that I don't need to pull out the images. No? Well, be like that. So I thought that you could have a few of each pet running around in the scene at a time, that you could select like what pets you wanted to have as your active pets. That was one of the ways I thought about doing it, but I also wanted to add in first and foremost more interesting usage options for the different pets. So I'm gonna jump into that now. Okay, I'm running out of space, so that's really bad. So it's gonna happen a bit snappy. Even though I want to talk for a while. But so I made an inventory. Yes, I did. And each pet now has a name, it has a level, it has indicators about how much income it gives, attack points, life, and you can improve it. And the thought is that you improve these pets by sacrificing other pets. So like in the same style as what you know from some card games, also WWE Supercards, you can like sacrifice some of the weaker pets to make the others stronger, give them more attack points, you can go battle with them and they can give you more per second. Stuff like that is part of what I had in mind, but what I spent most of my day on today was really making the structure, also preparing to make a save option for the game, because you cannot save in the game right now. So that was really like the major thing I've been working on. It's it's the behind the scenes kind of stuff, preparing for the inventory, preparing for saving, making the structure. Hopefully at some point these saved things will be creatures that you can choose to go to battle with them, you can choose to like sacrifice them to make your own things stronger, but also you can trade them with your friends. A lot of cool ideas. We haven't even really scratched the surface yet, but yeah. So I'm just gonna pause now and find those images, because apparently I'm not getting much luck rolling in the game I'm working on here. So 2 seconds, guys. Alright guys, so that's the good thing about having things on your hard drive. So we have the bats here. I'm doing this a bit snappy because Windows said I was running out of time, or rather space. So I'm just really scooping by these. So these are the bats. Then we have the Hyanther rolling like this. I'm hoping this is being added on the recording, but I actually don't know. So here we have the Rhinorilla. And after that is coming the Rock Thog. So if this is actually on the video, you can see different backgrounds on them, and of course they're going to get like some kind of other indicator. But yeah, if it wasn't on the video when I did it before, obviously I cannot see that while actually doing it. Let's go like this here. So you can just get a small peek at how they are looking. So anyway guys, I better cut this video before my computer shuts down automatically. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching.